is Rima, and I'm self-sponsored person, project manager in Baltic Aviation Academy. With the rapid aviation industry expansion, every career needs an adequate research and planning. Once the commercial pilot license is in hand, and instrument rating, multi-engine and MCC courses are in the past, there comes a time for type rating training. We have already talked a lot about the ways of how to choose your type rating training program, or what you should look for in the training center. But this time, we want to give you an idea of what it's like to actually go through the type rating training in a foreign country, visually. Walk out of the airport, say hi and shake hands. Time for the new experience in the new country, and most importantly, your type rating training. Driver is waiting for you personally. And now it is time to check out the hotel that will be your home for the upcoming month. Convenience and 100% concentration on studies is something that every training center provides. So be sure that your local transportation needs will be covered every day during your training. Just like every approved training organization works under regional civil aviation authorities regulation, the same way every type rating program of a training center must be approved by the same civil aviation authority or any other country's authority that students are coming from to get their training. Since day one, type rating students are submerged in the aviation world. Students receive all the training material as well as meet with an instructor on the first day of the theory course. A variety of tools are provided to supplement the training and ensure students' success over the period of the course and beyond. CBT logins are included as a part of the training material because it encourages and ensures that students spend time to study individually and are able to check their progress by taking intermediate tests. Instructor is always rated as one of the most important parts of the training and overall experience at the Aviation Academy. His knowledge, experience, teaching abilities, professionalism, and dedication is what students are looking for the most. Modern Training Academy will always provide modern instructors who are actively flying and face real, on-the-job situations every day. Instructor is teaching and staying alongside the students throughout the course to teach the material, give an in-depth explanation of the difficult and highly important subjects. Progress tests help instructor to determine the areas where students might be lacking the knowledge and therefore helps everyone to even out the understanding of the material. And of course, the final test is given to make sure that student has successfully acquired the knowledge to proceed with the practical training part. The second part of the fast-paced type rating training course is familiarization with the aircraft cockpit setup and procedures. It can be done through the aircraft mock-up or fixed-base simulator training. This part of the training is required to get ready for the simulator sessions. Students train in front of the cockpit model to get used to the aircraft control panel, button locations, and memory item combinations. Fixed-base simulator training is usually perceived as higher value training because of the opportunity to familiarize with the full flight simulator and have a better understanding of the cockpit. Theory and preparation for the full flight simulator sessions takes about 100 to 120 hours. And that is when the fun part in the full flight simulator begins, where student can put all the theoretical knowledge into practice. Typical type rating training program includes 36 hours in the full flight simulator, which divides into 8 sessions of 4 hours and a final exam. Regulations demand that the student must get 12 hours break between the full flight simulator sessions. This is mandatory in order for the student to have a decent rest, time to debrief on the previous session, and enough time to prepare for the next one. The final exam is held on the 9th session with an independent examiner in order to make sure that pilot is evaluated by the professional who has not been involved in the training process. Type rating training program should always be followed by base training within the 6 months of type rating training course completion. It is usually easier to do it with the same aviation training academy as you did your type rating, although it is not mandatory. One of the most appreciated features of the training center is flexibility. Situations when schedules need to be shifted, additional full flight simulator training hours added, or other personal issues arise, students appreciate the possibility to be heard and helped while in the foreign country. Not to mention getting an easy access to healthy and nutritious food on a daily basis, as well as so much needed coffee all throughout the training are just a few of the benefits that become very important while doing the type rating training. After a month-long dedication, hard work and studies, comes the moment when the training manager can finally pass you the course completion certificate, shake your hand, and wish you the best of luck in your career. Now everything is in your hands. Go and get it!